But wore the sun before the name, there was a voice that called the same. I've walked through lifetimes all unknown, but in the hush I'm not alone. A trace of you in every dream, like fading stars in morning's gleam. You were the shadow in the light, the echo just beyond my sight. I never knew from where you'd come, but still I felt you just like dawn. Time forgets what hearts recall, but love remembers through it all. You were the voice before the dawn, the melody I leaned upon. Through silent, dark, and sleepless skies, I felt you near, I heard your cry. No need for maps, no need for signs. I knew your soul at once touched mine. You were the light when hope was gone, an echo calling before the dawn. I searched the stars, I searched the sea, but every path led back to me. And in that mirror, faint and clear, your presence whispered, I am here. Not flesh, not form, but something true, a part of me that always knew that even time could not erase the echo of your voice, your face. You were the voice before the dawn, the song that lingered, never gone. Through every silence life imposed, through every door the future closed. You pulled me through, you drew me in, a spark I'd always felt within. No matter night or night or storm, you called me home before the dawn. And if the world forgets our name, the echo still will sound the same. So let the stars all fade to gray. We were the sound that led the way, not born but found, not lost, just drawn. Two echoes meeting before the dawn. I loved you in sights, in chaos and calm, and brilliance we never knew. I've seen you with a different face, but still your soul I could embrace. Through shifting names and lives unknown, you always felt like coming home. Some lifetimes you wore different scars, but still you held my beating heart. No matter mask, no matter age, you turned my stillness into flame. You could be lost, you could be new, but I would still remember you. I've loved every version of you, through pages time could not undo. From stranger eyes to lovers' hands, we found each other, life to land. No need for proof, no need for clues. My soul just always somehow knew. I've loved the truth in all you do, in every version. You once were fire, you once were rain, you once were joy, you once were pain. But every time beneath the skin, it's still the light you hold within. Even when you walked away, I still could hear the words if you change 10,000 more, I'll find you like I did before. So when new names are none at all, I'll hear your heart before you call. No need to ask, no need for proof. I've loved each version of you. You looked at me, and I remembered everything that mattered. I saw a lifetime in your gaze, 1,000 years in just one face. You didn't speak, but still I knew the way the stars once shaped us too. I felt the pull, the ancient song that whispered, we've been here all along. This isn't new, this isn't chance, it's just another cosmic dance. Your silence felt like home to me, like echoes wrapped in memory. I saw past lives in your eyes, like burning maps across the skies. A glance, a spark, and I could tell we've walked through fire, we've loved through hell. No need for stories, names, or lies. I knew the truth in your disguise. Not stranger, not some sweet surprise. I saw past lives in your eyes. You wore a smile I'd seen before, like sunlit shadows on a shore. You said my name like it was old, like something sacred used to hold. And though the world may call it fate or brush it off as some mistake, I felt your soul brush close to mine. Beyond this skin, beyond this time, we're not beginning, we're return to love we didn't have to learn. Ooh, I saw past lives in your eyes, not in the now but in the why. The way you moved, the way you knew, the things I hid still shine through you. You are the river I've once been, the same soul dressed in different skin. No moment here could hold our ties. I saw past lives in your eyes. Ooh, 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 ooh. And if I lose you in this round, I'll find you where the stars unbound. So look at me, and if you feel a shiver soft, a silence real, it's not just love or some disguise, that's past lives in your eyes. You said it's all gone, but ruins still remember. We stood where towers used to rise, with broken glass beneath our skies. No anthem left, no flags to wave, just dust and echoes time forgave. But in the cracks your voice returns, like ivy growing through what burns. The world collapsed but not our thread, we bloom through all that's lost or dead. But in the cracks your voice returns, like ivy growing through what burns. The world collapsed but not our thread, we bloom through all that's lost or dead. They call it wreckage, call it waste, but here I still can feel your grace. Beneath the ruins we remain, not in the light, not free from pain, but rooted deep in and we remain. The world forgets what once stood tall, but silence sings through every fall. The ceiling's cracked, the floors gave in, but I still feel you in. No monument could name our fight, no poem hold our silent night. But through the ash we made a place that time can't tear, that loss can't trace. They see what's broken, not what stays, but love still lingers in the haze. Beneath the ruins we remain, like whispers carved in weathered grain. No future owed, no past to keep, just sacred vows the cracks still see. The world may never know our name, but deep in dust we still remain. Not every end means we were lost. We rose despite what love had cost. So let the stone break, let it fall. Let ivy climb the shattered wall. For even time can't break the chain. Beneath the ruins we remain. Not all words are spoken, some are carried. I never carved your name in stone, but every gust makes it my own. You're in the hush between the trees, in broken sighs and hidden keys. No letter left, no ink to dry, just breathless truth beneath the sky. Your voice returns without a sound, a ghost that wraps and pulls me down. No one can see what we once said, but wind still turns the words we bled. Written on the wind, you stay in every storm that slips away. You speak in silence, move in light, a present song we felt at night. No page to hold, no skin to skin, but love still lives, written on the wind. I chase you where the cold winds start, between the echoes in my heart. And though I reach with open hands, you're never quite where silence lands. But in the drift and quiet turns, I feel the way your memory burns. Not loud, not sharp, but soft and wide, like breath that passes but won't hide. And though the world may not believe, the wind still holds what we once grieved. But written on the wind, your trace outlives the time, outlasts the place. No need for storm, no need for fight. The air still hums with our desire, unseen, unfixed, yet woven forever back. Written on the wind. So let them doubt what they can't feel, but winds don't lie and love is real. And when I'm gone, just let me be. I praise the whispers through the sea. No grave, no voice, no song to spin, just love that that's written on the wind. Fire forgets what hearts once knew, but fire never does. They said it's lost, they said it's gone, that all we had has moved along. But in the hush, beneath the flame, I hear you softly speak my name. The world erased, the ashes fell, but fire keeps what none can tell. A hidden spark, a buried light, still glows beneath the edge of night. The wind moves on, the stars may dim, but fire holds what's lost to them. The fire remembers when all forget. The heat remains where pain was met. No need for stone, no song to play. The embers know we loved that day. Though time may turn and hearts may sever, the fire burns, it burns forever. They never saw the things we gave, the quiet love, the roads we braved. But flames don't lie and smoke won't fade. It tells of every vow we made. In every crack, in every call, the fire keeps what once was whole. And though the world may claim it's done, the fire knows we were as one. No eye can see, no hand can prove, but fire still feels how we moved. The fire remembers, those skies are still. It holds the heat that time can't kill. The world moved on, but not the flame. It sings and sparks, it breathes your name. And even now, when none recall, the fire remembers it all. We left no mark for them to keep, but fire guards what runs too deep to So let the days forget our face. Let silence take our final place. But know that somewhere in the embers, love still lives. And not all things are meant to stay. Some are meant to drift. I touched you once, or maybe not. You were a dream the world forgot, but in the haze of sleepless years. You stay between my hopes and fears. No photograph, no song remains, just ash that slips between the frames. Yet every time the dusk pulls near, I see you more than I see clear. You never stayed, you never spoke, but still I breathe your name in smoke. Made of smoke and memory, you stay, and every night I fade away. No hands to hold, no light to chase, but still I turn to where you trace. You weren't a flame, not even sky, but something time could not deny. I walk through fog that smells like rain, through empty streets that know your name. You live in things that don't exist, the ache, the hush, the ghost I kissed. And though the world will call you gone, you've been the thread I leaned upon. Not built of stone, not flesh or skin, but of the things that drift within. No grave could keep what never died. You're in the part I cannot hide. Made of smoke and memory, you burn in every corner where I turn. No walls to trap, no name to bind, but still you echo in my mind. I reach for what I cannot see, but still you're part of me. So let them doubt, let silence grow. I'll keep the flame, they'll never know. And when I'm gone, if nothing stays, just know I loved you all my days. Not in the light, not perfectly, but always in smoke and memory. Some voices don't fade, they cross. I feel you in the breathless hush, in rooms where nothing dares to rush. No eyes can see, no hands can reach, but still I hear the way you speak. You're in the pause between my thoughts, in dreams that flicker then are lost. No pulse, no touch, but still you call, through every veil, through every wall. And though the veil may seem too wide, your echo walks still by my side. You're the echo between worlds still near, in every silence that I hear. Not in the light, not in the sound, but in the stillness all around. Though time may break, though stars may swirl, love lingers between worlds. They say you're gone, they say it's done, but I still speak like you're not gone. The air still bends around your name, and nothing ever feels the same. You answer not with breath or word, but in the way the leaves are stirred, a whisper soft to pull us away. You live in things between worlds, my flame that flickers still without a name. A voice that time could not erase, still hidden in the in-between place. No grave, no end, no final hurl. You're calling between worlds. So when I close my eyes tonight, I feel your warmth without the light. And when I go, if I must fall, I'll meet you past the silent wall. For even death, when it unfurls, can't silence the echo between worlds. Some stories were never told, but we lived them anyway. We left no lines, we wrote no vows, no witness stood to say the how. But still I feel the shape we made, in every shadow, every fade. No ending carved, no chapter closed, just pages that the silence chose. You weren't a line, you were the tone that lingered long after I'd gone. And though our song was never sung, the heart still knows what's left unsprung. Unwritten but undone, we stay between the words we couldn't say. No name to mark, no claim to call, but still we echo through it all. Some love is lost before it's won, still burning, unwritten but undone. You were the pause in every line, the ache in what was never mine. And though the world won't know our page, I feel it like a buried stage. The way you looked but didn't stay, the things we lost before that day. We never kissed, but I recall the breath we shared, if not at all. No ink could hold the life we felt, but still it's in the way I melt. Unwritten but undone, we bloom inside a silence wide as room. Not in the book, not on the screen, but in the space where love has been. No ribbon tied, no race was run. Still real, still unwritten but undone. Some stories live without a name, still bright, still aching just the same. So let them read the lines they trust. We live between the ash and dust. No need to end what never begun. We were enough, unwritten but undone. Unwritten but undone, we bloom inside a silence wide as a room. Not in the book, not on the screen, but in the space where love has been. No love in tight, no race for his run. Still real, still unwritten but undone. They built the walls, but love walked through. They tried to bind us to the ground, to seal our hearts, to weigh us down. They etched the names in steel and stone, but left our fire all alone. We weren't made for silent graves, or for the lines and rules and chains. We rose in ways they'll never see, in breathless winds and breaking seas. No monument could cage our skies, no script could hold what never dies. No stone could hold us, no wall contain the pulse we shared, the echoed flame. They buried words but not our light. We shine beyond their final night, through dust, through time, through rust and rust. They broke the world but not our trust. They built their statues cold and proud, but we were thunder in the cloud. No names engraved, no gold to show, yet still we're more than they could know. We passed through fire, walked through rain, not bound by loss, not owned by pain. They shaped the ground to fit their song, but we have danced in silence long. And in the cracks we found our voice. We never asked, we made the choice. No stone could hold us, no chain remained. Our hearts were forged beyond the frame. They claimed the truth, but we were free, alive in what they'll never be. No map, no mark, no wall, no name could hide the spark or stop the flame. Let them build with all their might, but we were born of sky and night. So let them stand where towers fall. We love beyond the weight of all, and even now, through dust and dusk we rise again. No stone holds us. If even stars go dark someday, will you still remember me? I've watched the night lose all its light. The skies grow quiet, deep with fright. The stars that once would call your name now flicker out and fade the same. But in the void I still can hear the echoes of you drawing near. Not in the blaze, not forgive. And even when the stars are gone, our silent song still lingers on. Let skies forget, let heavens break. The love we carve, they cannot take. When stars forget to shine above, I'll burn for you, I'll be your love. No need for constellations' grace. We live in time I can't replace. So even when the lights decline, my soul will glow when stars don't shine. Not every star is meant to last, but some are born to outshine past. And if the sky forgets your face, I'll write it in the empty space. For love like this defies design, it lives even when stars forget to shine. I'll stay inside the dark, I'll light your way. You are my fire, you are my sky. Even if heaven says goodbye, the world may turn, the moon decline, but I'll be here when stars don't shine. Some fires don't scream, they whisper. I walk through words that lost their sound, through empty streets, through hollow ground. They said it's over, said it's done, but shadows never miss the sun. You faded slow like winter's breath, but left a trail the silence kept. Not every flame is bright or wild, some burn inside, unseen and mild. Where silence burns, and though the world has turned its gaze, your warmth still lives in quiet place. Where silence still burns, I find you there, not in the noise but in the air. A touch, a trace, a ghost in light. Your every ember out of sight. No scream remains, no cry returns, but love still lives where silence burns. The clock moved on, the crowd moved past, but you were never made to last. Not made for crowds, not made for stage, but for the soul beyond the page. I feel you not in song or word, but in the hush that goes unheard. A flame that doesn't beg or plead, but burns for no one else to see. Even when the lights are low, you glow in places no one knows. Where silence still burns, I feel your flame. Not screaming loud, not calling name, but pulsing soft beneath my chest. A love that never needs to rest. Though gone in form, your light returns in every place where silence burns. We don't need echoes to remain, for fire survives without the flame. So let the world forget the sound of all the love we never found. For deep within, it always yearns, and I still love you where silence burns. but the ashes, they remember. You won't find me in the light. I walked through flame to leave the night. The world moved on, it closed the page, but I still haunt the quiet stage. I carve no mark in stone or steel, but in the burn my truth is real. In every spark, in every scar, I live in what the endings are. They washed away what once had been, but fire knows where I have been. The ashes know my name, they keep the vows the world forgot to keep. No crown, no grave, no written line could hold the heart that once was mine. They turned to smoke the life I claimed, but even now, ashes know my name. I walk through storms with nothing left, but still I breathe the wind took breath. I left no shrine, I lit no flame, but still the embers spell my name. Through shattered glass, through shattered years, my memory lives beneath their fears. Not as a ghost, not bound by pain, but as the pulse that still remains. And they see, Lord, they bury what I gave, but I still burn beneath the grave. And the ashes know my name. They hold the love I gave, the pain I told. No silence deep, no wind so wide could steal the truth I hold inside. Though none remain to speak or claim, still in the dust, ashes know my name. So when the fire fades to black and no one turns to look back, know that I burned without shame and left behind a whispered flame. They won't recall the path I came, but in the smoke still drifts my name. We were never caught in stone, but in something far more eternal. We were written where ashes fall, not in books, but on the wall of every sky that cracked and bled. Our names were whispered, never said, through crumbled ruins, through falling stars. Through all that broke, we still are. Not shaped by time, not held by claim. We're etched in dust and born aflame. We were written where ashes fall, not in books, but on the wall of every sky that cracked and bled. Our names were whispered, never said, through crumbled ruins, through falling stars. Through all that broke, we still are. Not shaped by time, not held by claim. We're etched in dust and born aflame. The world forgets, the world rebuilds, but love love like this, it always fills. Our names are in the dust and flame, beyond the loss, beyond the shame. We burned, we broke, but still remain. The spark, the rain could not contain. No monument, no golden frame could ever hold our sacred name. But still the fire knows the same. We wrote our truth in dust and flame. Cloud and stone, but in something far more eternal. The winds have carried us apart, but could not strip you from my heart. For even winds must bow and bend to love that doesn't seek an end. We've lived as stars, we've lived as stone. We've died alone, yet never alone. Through every fall, through every climb, we live outside the edge of time. And if this life forgets our sound, the fire still dances underground. Our names are in the dust and flame. No need for witness, need for fame. The heat, the ash, they carry proof of every vow we never proved. We didn't need the world to see, for fire and dust remember me. And every breath still speaks your name, still burns for us in dust and flame. Cloud and stone, but in something far more eternal. Cloud and stone. And if the stars one day collapse, our love survives in every crack. So let the stone be worn away, and let the skies forget this day. For in the silence still remains our names eternal in dust and flame. Cloud and stone, but in something far more eternal. Cloud and stone, but we forward there's need for fame. Cloud and stone, but in something far more eternal. Cloud and stone, the winds have carried us apart, but could not strip you from my heart. For even winds must bow and bend to love that doesn't seek an end. We've lived as stars, we've lived as stone. We've died alone, yet never alone. Through every fall, through every climb, we live outside the edge of time. If the universe could see, would it say I'm in the way I do? Sometimes the stars feel far and still, but something deep bends to your will. The way the wind moves through the trees feels like it's whispering of me. You never heard me call you aloud, but every silence shaped a vow. The sky was listening all along and wrote us in its quiet song. Not every truth needs voice or sound. Some love is felt in holy ground. And Runa, if universe, if the universe could speak, it would echo what we seek. Not in lines or perfect rhyme, but in the way you cross my mind. In falling stars and ocean deep, in breath I hold and when I wake, it wouldn't shout, it wouldn't scream, it'd speak of you inside my dreams. The galaxies all curve and spin, yet still they pull me back again. Not by design, not by command, but by the reach of unseen hands. You are the pause between my thoughts, the thread in every soul I've sought. If I am made of dust and sky, then you're the reason why I try. They say the stars don't ever speak, but I can hear you when they leak. And Varuna, yeah. It'd say this love will never end. So let the stars stay cold and far. I'll find your voice in who we are. And if the universe could speak, it'd say I loved you every week. Voice to send, it'd say this love will never end. So let the stars stay cold and far. I'll find your voice in who we are. And if the universe could speak, it'd say I loved you every week. I try to drift to float away, but still your pull won't let me stray. Like tides beneath a quiet moon, I'm always drawn back into you. No words, no chains, no need to speak. It's just a force too deep to seek. You don't reach out, yet still I move. Like stars obeying laws they prove. I never asked to feel this strong, but something new where I belong. It's the gravity between us, not loud, not wild, just seamless. A force unseen but always true, that pulls my soul across to you. We orbit in a silent dance, no accident, no random chance. Unspoken fate the cosmos knew. It's the gravity that pulls me back to you. You're not a fire I can fight. You're not the dark, I am the light that bends around your steady core. Like I've done this 1,000 times before. You don't command, you don't demand, but I still move with heart in hand. It's not control, it's not design, it's just how your soul shapes mine. The space between, the quiet pull, it doesn't ask, it just feels full. It's the gravity between us, not loud, not wild, just seamless. A force unseen but always true, that pulls my soul across to you. That pulls my soul across to you. Just you and how you anchor me, a pull the universe runs true. It's the gravity that brings me back to you. If I break apart, your field still holds my fractured heart. So if they ask why I return, why every path still twists and turns, I'll say it plain and I'll say true. It's gravity, it's always you. It's always you. I didn't say it out loud, but my soul never stopped speaking. I stood beside you and never spoke, but every word was in the smoke of quiet nights and glances held. A love too deep, too wide to tell. I traced your name in empty air and hoped somehow you would feel it there. You never asked, I never said, but still you lived inside my head. Some hearts don't shout, they softly stay and love in quiet, steady ways. I loved you in silence, where no one could hear. In moments between every heartbeat and tear. I loved was no sound, no promises spoken, just pieces of me that were quietly open. Though nothing was said, I never withdrew. I loved you in silence, and every word was true. I watched you leave and didn't plead, but in that hush you heard my need. The world moved on, and still I stayed inside the vow I never made. Some think love means making noise, but I gave mine without a voice. And though you never knew it then, I choose that silence all again. Because the deepest things I feel are those I never dared reveal. I loved you in silence with nothing to prove. No perfect lines, no need to move. I loved you in moments that passed like a sigh, in spaces between every hello and goodbye. No curtain was drawn, no echo was heard, but still you were written in every unheard word. Even now as I fade from view, I loved you in silence, and still I do. Silence could speak, it would carry your name. It would tell you my love stayed always the same. So if one day you feel a breeze that wraps around you soft and deep, know that in hush where no sound grew, I loved you in silence and always knew. They say time only moves forward, but I felt it bend whenever I reach for you. I've stood at edges dreams forgot, where clocks dissolve but love does not, where echoes curve and stars align, and somehow still your soul finds mine. No maps can mark the place we meet, no ticking hands, no marching beat, but in that hush where time lets go, you're there again like morning glow. Not past, not future, something wide, a space where you still stand beside, where time falls, you're waiting there, beyond the clocks, beyond the air, between the years we never knew. I always find my way to you. No distance holds, no moment binds, you live between my breath and mind. We're not undone, we're not controlled, we're just alive. Where time falls, I've seen you dressed in different light, sometimes a stranger, still so right. I didn't need the world to pause, you move through me like silent curves. Each lifetime spins and fades away, but you remain just out of date, not tethered here, not set to stay, but still you always find a way. Some loves exist in measured lines, but ours is made And when this life begins to close, I'll follow where the silence goes. No need for time, no need for rules, just you and me, where time falls. Even when memory fades, some light still knows the way. I've forgotten many names, lost the maps, misplaced the flames, but something deep inside me stays, a light that never looked away. When faces change and moments blur, you're still the pulse I always were. I close my eyes, but still I see a glow that keeps reminding me. Not in the mind, not in the sound, but in the quiet soul deep ground. You are the light that remembers me, beyond what time or eyes can see. When all is dim and I lose track, you shine the way that brings me back. Not with a word, not with a sign, but like the sun that waits to rise, even in dark silently free. You are the light, even when memory fades, some light still knows the way. I've forgotten many names, lost the maps, misplaced the flames, but something deep inside me stays, a light that never looked away. When faces change and moments blur, you're still the pulse I always were. I close my eyes, but still I see a glow that keeps reminding me. Not in the mind, not in the sound, but in the quiet soul deep ground. You are the light that remembers me, beyond what time or eyes can see. When all is dim and I lose track, you shine the way that brings me back. Not with a word, not with a sign, but like the sun that waits to rise, even in dark silently free. You are the light that remembers me. You held my hand when I forgot, the sacred fire, the love we caught. You whispered truths I never knew, but felt like something I'd lived through. You never asked for me to stay, but lit the stars to guide my way. So even blind or turned around, I feel you burning safe and sound. Through every veil, through every year, your warmth still draws my shadow near. You are the light that remembers me, a steady glow in mystery. When all the world forgets our song, you hum it soft and pull me strong. No need for proof, no need to be. Your love's the light that remembers me, and wonderland. And when I fade, when I am gone, you'll still shine on, you'll still shine on. So if one day I lose my name and everything is not the same, just look within the soul's debris. You'll find the light that remembers me. keep finding you in its quietest patterns. I felt your hands in woven light, in dreams that vanished with the night. You pull me through each time I fall, like threads that stitch through one and all. The stars don't shine in straight clear lines, but somehow still your soul finds mine. Through tangled paths, through space unseen, we meet in places in between. The logic fades, but still I feel that what we are has always been real. We're threads of the infinite, spun by the sky, tied in the silence no reason denies. Drifting through lifetimes, falling through fate, yet finding each other beyond what we make. We're more than chance, we're more than signs. We're stitched between the stars and time. No star, no end, just ever so slight. Two threads tangled in the infinite light. You've worn a cloak of dust and flame. You've come in forms I couldn't name, but always near behind the veil. The truth of us begins to sail through every life, through birth and death. Your presence lingers in each breath, and though I've lost you, lost my place, I find you in the smallest space. No thread too thin, no line too far. You stretch across just who we are. We're threads of the infinite, soft and unseen, woven through everything we've ever been. The pattern's hidden, but we still find a way to echo soul to mind. No need for eyes, no need for touch. The pull between us is just that much. Across the void, through every night, two threads glowing in eternal light. And even when the stars burn out, this thread won't break, this path won't doubt. So let the cosmos twist and spin. We'll find the edge.